Welcome back, New World Aeternum friends. Today I want to show you some of my favorite Wyrdwood spots in New World Aeternum. First is in Great Cleave, Shrine of the Wolf. Go up there and there's about 12 or 13 Wyrdwood trees, and you can average 2 to 3,000 an hour pretty easily here. So great way to get your woodworking skill up. So grab your Wyrdwood here. You can also head over to Mokosh Springs there, and there's some ancients to kill if you need that for your seasonal quests or your season pass. And there's also tons of lodestone, as well as some treasure chests that you can get the regents for crafting from, and some food spores as well. If you want to, you can also, while you're here, knock out 2 birds with 1 stone and head to the outpost, grab some of the PvP faction quests, and do those while you're farming your Wyrdwood, because basically one of them is to stand in that area for like a minute, and one of the other ones is like a transport quest right there where you go 2 or 3 different places. So pretty easy to do. One of my favorite spots. Let's move on to spot number 2. Okay, for spots 2 and 3, we're going to head to Brightwood. The first spot is going to be the Sunsbrook Cathedral, just in the northeast section of Brightwood. Here you're going to find 6 or 7 Wyrdwood trees, so it's a quick, easy farm. You can get like 300 or 400 just off of those trees alone, as well as if you look up on the ledges there and right up through toward the bears in the Great Veil Grotto, there's like 15 or 16 star metal nodes at the same time. So this is an excellent multi-purpose farming spot for tier 3 crafting items, so Wyrdwood and star metal. And then also, if you ride up the ledge and you get that star metal and you get into Great Veil Grotto, that's going to be our third spot. There's 10 or 12 Wyrdwood trees all kind of spread out, so it's a little bit more running, but you can get another 500 or 600 pretty easily here. So those 2 spots together, if you make a loop getting the star metal, all the Wyrdwood, you can get a couple thousand of each, so it's an excellent spot for those tier 3 crafting materials. And also at the same time, for another tier 3 crafting material, you can skin and kill the bears and get 30 to 40 thickhead for each. I have another video for that if you're interested. I also have an ultimate skinning video. If you like and subscribe, check that out, and hope that helps you as well, and hope this video helps us too. So we'll move on to spot number 4. Okay, for spot number 4, we're going to hit Malsberg Shrine and Ebonscale Reach. There's not a lot here, but you can head into these ruins here and kill some Angry Earth if you need those for your Season Pass activity cards at the same time. There's 4 or 5, maybe 6 Wyrdwood trees. They're kind of scattered. Nobody really comes here because the mobs to contend with are a little bit higher level, so you're not going to have like bots or anything in this area. You can get 400 or 500 pretty easy, and if you come back every 15 minutes, then you can get 1,000 to 1,500 an hour. It's not a lot, but you don't have to worry about the contending with bots or anything here, so that's kind of nice. Then also you can get some of the treasure chests to get some of your crafting regions, food spoils, etc. inside of those ruins. And there's a couple of Azoth springs nearby as well. So super quick, easy spot. We're going to move on to spot number 5. Okay, for New World Aeternum Wyrdwood farming spot number 5, we're going to head to Brightwood again, the Treshkin Shrine in the southern portion, the Bronze Grotto. This is an Angry Earth set of caves. There's tons and tons of Wyrdwood in there. This is probably one of the best spots in the game, as long as there's nobody around. You got some Angry Earth mobs to farm. There's a few treasure chests in there as well, a bunch of star metal, and then there's probably 15 to 20 Wyrdwood trees. This is a spot where you can get 3, 4, maybe even 5,000 Wyrdwood per hour, plus another 1,000 star metal. So this is an excellent farm. If no one's around, you don't really have to worry about bots because of the mobs and stuff, unless they're higher level bots, of course. But usually you don't see too many in there. If you do this early in the morning, there's nobody around. So it's an excellent way to farm your tier 3 resources, your Wyrdwood, star metal. And it's also a great way to make a little bit of extra gold, because essentially if you don't need this for crafting, you can sell and you're going to get tons and tons of it. So you could probably make a couple thousand gold off the star metal and another couple thousand gold off of the Wyrdwood at the same time. So pretty excellent farm if it's not busy. I'm going to move on to spot number 6 now. We won't spend too much time on spot number 6. This is just another place where you're not going to see any bots, and if you want to farm some Ironhide at the same time and kill some alligators and get a couple Azoth springs, this area is Siren's Run Shrine on the eastern side of Reekwater, and then you just head north of that into the swamps and you'll see the gators, and then there's spread out, there's like 5 or 6 Wyrdwood trees, so you only get 300 or 400. It's not a lot, but it's another good spot if you don't have to worry about bots, and if you want to get some of the Azoth water from the springs at the same time, because that sells pretty well. and then skin some of the gators. I think they're tricorn gators they're called, for some ironhide at the same time. So this is a good spot for your Wyrdwood, plus some actually tier 4 resources, and then the Azoth water, which sells very well. So let's move on to spot number 7. Another favorite spot of mine is in Brightwood. It's the Cairdoon Shrine. You can farm, there's lots of gold ore nodes, Wyrdwood trees, and then cougars that you can farm for tons and tons of rawhide. They drop 40 or 50 each. So this is a really good spot to farm. It's busy sometimes. Like when I came through to film this right now, there was somebody else. So I wanted to leave them alone and not take the resources just for the video. But there's like 9 gold nodes on top of those cliffs there. There's 5 or 6 Wyrdwood trees right on the top, and then if you drop down, there's another 5 or 6. And then, of course, you have the cougars, and then after that, you have at the bottom, there's some elk. So super awesome place to farm. You can make tons of gold per hour here if it's not busy. Evening, sometimes it's busy, but I would come here early morning hours. Great gold farm. So for spot number 8, we're going to head to Edengrove for the first time and go to the Falshon Shrine. It's in the northern section. Now, this is awesome. If you want to head up to the north, there's tons and tons of wire fiber, which I have an old video for. I'm going to make some new videos updated for 2025 with that. But if you head up the road and then back toward the west a little bit, there's 5 or 6 Wyrdwood trees at the very top, some angry earth mobs, and then some lions and cougars that you can farm for ironhide at the same time. So this spot's not too bad. It's there that kind of went away, but now you can farm pretty much any resource there. You get tons and tons. You usually get double what you get from a node in the actual non-PvP zones. So it's a great place to go. Just if you warp out, you're going to lose some of it. So the best way to do it is find an area where there's nobody at, farm some resources, and then every once in a while run out so you can cleanse it. So thanks again for watching.